Ali Aruna Asif was a notable figure in the Indian independence movement, whose contributions to the cause of freedom have largely been overshadowed by the more well-known leaders of the time. Born into a politically active family, Ali Aruna Asif was influenced early on by the ideals of justice, liberty, and equality that were at the heart of the Indian freedom struggle. As an advocate for independence, she played an instrumental role in raising awareness and mobilizing support for the cause during a critical period in Indian history. Aruna Asif, like many of her contemporaries, was deeply affected by the British colonial rule and the exploitation of India's resources. Her family, which was engaged in social and political activism, encouraged her to take an active stand against the oppression of the British Empire. From a young age, she was involved in various social initiatives aimed at promoting the rights of the marginalized and downtrodden sections of society. This commitment to social justice and equality naturally aligned her with the broader nationalist movement that was gaining momentum during the early 20th century. One of the central aspects of Ali Aruna Asif's activism was her involvement in organizing protests, demonstrations, and political campaigns. She used her influence to gather women and marginalized groups into the nationalist fold, urging them to rise up against British oppression. Despite the challenges posed by gender and social norms, Aruna Asif's courage and resolve enabled her to become a significant participant in these movements, advocating for the empowerment of Indian women in the fight for independence. Asif's activism also extended beyond public demonstrations. She was a strong advocate for political reforms, education, and the upliftment of women. Her efforts to encourage women to participate in the independence struggle were crucial in breaking the traditional gender roles that limited women's involvement in the political sphere. This made her a progressive voice within the larger freedom movement, challenging both British imperialism and the social hierarchies of her time. Though her name may not be as widely recognized as some other figures in the freedom struggle, Ali Aruna Asif's work remains an important chapter in India's history. Her dedication to the cause, her focus on social reform, and her advocacy for women's rights ensured that her contributions were not limited to the fight for independence, but also laid the foundation for a more equitable and just society in post-independence India. Her legacy continues to inspire future generations of activists, especially women, to stand up for their rights and contribute to social change.